Hello, I'm Randy Selman, CEO of Xcyte Digital, and I'd like to introduce you to my company, which will be a newly listed company on the Toronto Venture Exchange in the coming weeks. As you just saw from our short video, Xcyte is in the virtual and immersive event space, which obviously benefited from strong tailwinds during COVID, but continues to benefit from industry-wide growth as companies see the substantial value that these type of events produce. Although the pandemic is virtually over, according to Statista, 30% of all trade shows are being done as hybrid events, both online and at physical venues, and it is expected to quadruple over the next few years. First, a little background on myself. I started my career in Toronto, Canada with Northern Telecom, Nortel. I was hired as a result of my knowledge of microcomputers, which as an industry was very nascent at that time. But I was fortunate to have been given great opportunities to advance and apply my tech knowledge and help Nortel develop microcomputer-based signaling systems. After leaving Nortel and working various engineering and engineering management jobs at IT&T, Modular Computers, and Siemens, and looking to increase my personal cash flow, I decided to make a major career change and become a salesman for Western Union. At Western, I applied my tech background, convincing the engineering group to upgrade their network infrastructure to support higher speed devices, and within 1 year, I had made the largest sale in the company's 135-year history, using their network to handle credit card authorizations. I then left Western Union and started my first company, Xcyte Technologies, which I took public in 1986 onto the NASDAQ, which was in the point-of-sale automation technology. Within a couple of years, SK reached an $80 million market cap. In 1993, I left SK and founded Visual Data Corporation, which I took public in 97, and over 15 years integrated 14 acquisitions. In 2004, we changed the name to OnStream Media after an acquisition of a company by that name and reached a market cap of over 250 million. Over the following years, we divested several of OnStream's assets, and then we took it private in 2019. Several of these remaining assets will be transferred to Xcyte Digital. So as you can see, I not only have the technical as well as sales background, but significant experience and success in the capital markets and in M&A. Let me begin with a quick overview of the virtual and immersive events industry to quantify the opportunity for Xcyte Digital. To begin with, the overall events industry is expected to double in size to $2 trillion by 2030, according to Custom Market Insights. Virtual events in all its variations expected to grow to $1 trillion by 2032, according to Market.us, 4 times its current level, and at a compound annual growth rate of almost 19%. There have been several industry transactions, some as recently as a few months ago, that clearly demonstrate the value of the businesses in this exploding industry. For instance, in March of this year, Blackstone paid $4.4 billion for event company Cvent, a 7x revenue valuation. Virtual events are inexpensive, efficient, convenient, interactive, and engaging. It's very clear that the virtual event business is here to stay and growing substantially. My team and I are veteran, highly experienced virtual and immersive event specialists able to provide cutting-edge products and services through aggregation and customization integrated with superior service and support, combined with an acquisition strategy to grow the business substantially in a very short time frame and gain a leadership position in the industry. As a result, I believe this will position us for a buyout or strategic move to the NASDAQ or NYSE within 2 years. Xcyte Digital was created to take advantage of the demand that was created as a result of the pandemic and the growing value created by the introduction of spatial computing and immersive environments. This technology creates a more realistic environment and thereby results in greater participant engagement. Today, most companies looking to do virtual events must go through a tedious vetting process trying to find a single platform vendor that meets all of their requirements. Xcyte will offer our clients the ability to choose from many diverse platforms, each built for different business use cases, thereby eliminating the technological risk. Xcyte's offerings will include subscription-based multi-platform event technology for both virtual events and VRE events, immersive events, which is generally referred to as spatial computing. With 80% margins, minimal technology investment, and virtually all future revenue will be recurring subscriptions. Xcyte's legacy business has performed more than 150,000 events with over 100 million participants. This unsurpassed value proposition for our clients will make us not only a disruptive solution, but in many cases, turn competitors into revenue-producing partners. This slide sums up all the components of our disruptive subscription offering. As you can see, Xcyte provides the base event platform, which provides the tech for all monetization, such as ticketing and pay-per-view, analytics, metrics, and e-learning. In addition, Xcyte offers full managed services, including training, design, build-out, and production. And Xcyte provides all the required streaming and communication services, especially for large-scale audiences. These capabilities are integrated as needed. The next component is the event technology, and this is divided into two parts: tech for virtual events and tech for immersive events. And these are separate subscriptions. Depending on the use case, the subscriber has access to use any of the 6 platforms, such as SpotMe, SwapCard, and Grip, that best meets the requirements. In the case of an immersive event, the subscriber can choose from 6 or more offered platforms, such as Room, Metaverse, or Beam, again, based on the use case. So the final event is basically a combination of all the components which are matched to the requirements and are all under the single subscription. From a financial perspective, the chart at the right shows the price of a single event under a 12-month subscription from Xcyte versus a single platform vendor. The client will save almost half the cost, and that was based on the average of the top 6 providers. So the economics are a very compelling reason to choose Xcyte. And as previously discussed, the multi-platform subscription takes out all the technological risk. As you can see, Xcyte has a substantial client base. In fact, over the years, over 75% of the Fortune 1000 and thousands of smaller companies have used our services. We already have a substantial base of users for our technology and services, and a great opportunity for cross-platform sales, which we can upsell into the subscription-based models. To further explain the Xcyte digital business model, this chart explains the revenue production process. If we look at the legacy base of 2,000 plus clients, we can group a percentage of them into large, medium, and small clients corresponding to their monthly subscription rates. Small companies will opt for $7K per month cost, middle around $20, and large $33,000 a month or more. It's not uncommon to see large companies with event budgets in the multiple millions of dollars. What this chart shows is that only 10 new large clients per year will grow the revenue by at least 5.6 million. But also, for example, 3 large, 6 middle, and 16 small, all of which is not a lot of sales effort, and you get the same 5.6 million. And each year, the clients of the prior year renew, and so the revenue doubles, and this continues on out. The industry has shown it to have a loyal customer base unless a major malfunction occurs or disruptive technology comes along. Our model is malfunction and disruption proof because if such a problem happens, they can switch to another platform in the subscription package. And if a new disruptive tech comes along, we will add it to our subscription program. This model is used for both virtual events and immersive event platforms. We believe that our multi-platform strategy and experience will ensure that our clients have an event that is technologically sound with no issues. But it is even more important for our client to have a successful event. This means attendance, leads, and interaction. We've identified several companies that will help us grow, but more importantly, enable us to provide an enhanced set of services in addition to the event platforms. One of the acquisitions is a digital marketing agency, which facilitates visits or clicks to a website. Another is a lead gen business that takes these visits and turns them into attendance or leads for the event sponsors. Other acquisitions add to our event tech stack, such as one-on-one meeting scheduling and management software, and others bring potential clients and existing virtual events that are both accretive and growing. All the acquisitions are accretive and synergistic. The team on this page are incredibly talented and all have vast experience in the event industry. Michelle and Sabrina and I have been working together for close to 15 years, and Alan for close to 25. Nelson is our newly hired CFO with vast public company experience, and Jamie is from the event tech industry in London with both event design and production experience. We have an excellent board of directors. Our independent members consist of 2 Canadian and 1 American. Paul Barbeau is a current director of GHP, the company merging with Xcyte, and he will remain on the board after the Xcyte transaction. Michelle is an expert in corporate finance and M&A, and David Adler is a prominent figure in the event industry, having built BizBash and selling it to Tarsus, a major event company, in 2019. Alan and I will round out the board as inside directors for a total of 5. As you can see from the current cap table, We anticipate a total of 84.2 million shares to be issued, which includes the shares for the target company, Xcyte, the QT financing and warrant allocation, and the CPC. Note that the CPC and 1 million Canadian is being acquired for $2 million total. Minimum of 4.3 million is required for the QT. Based on this, we expect the float to be approximately 8.5 million shares, the minimum required by the exchange. Post-listing, we anticipate using some of the proceeds for acquisitions, primarily to increase both our tech stack and offerings, and focused on our ability to improve the results for our client events. To summarize, Xcyte Digital is a team of seasoned professionals in the virtual event industry with a proven track record for decades and with over 2,000 clients in the current business. In 2022, the Xcyte assets generated 3.7 million in revenue and approximately 300,000 in EBITDA. We expect a significant revenue growth rate starting in the next 12 months from both organic growth and identified acquisitions, which when fully on board will have an initial revenue potential of approximately 23.9 million and a goal to reach over 91 million by 2026. With industry comps showing substantial multiples on revenues, some as high as 75 times, we believe we too can capture a significant market share that will meet or exceed our financial goals and expect the market will respond accordingly. Our business is currently focused on a market with double-digit growth, and we intend to be a leader in this market as a result of our tech stack, subscription program, strategic marketing, and acquisition plans. I believe Xcyte Digital has a very exciting future ahead of it. Thank you for your interest in Xcyte Digital.